Boy, time has flew, did it not? Girl, it's already been a whole year since Love is Blind season 3 has passed. These last few episodes that Netflix recently dropped, we are seeing what happened after the altar, okay? So this is episode 14, season 3. So it starts with Raven meeting up for Pilates with a homegirl. Now, Raven, darling, you still having issues with time when it comes to SK. She was like, yeah, you know, he's getting up early in the morning at 8:30 and he's sleeping in and he's getting up early, or he wants this, he want a croissant, or he want this and he want that. It's like, to me, she just kind of like nitpicks about everything. She personally feels like he needs to kind of stay focused, keep his eyes on the prize, which is getting his degree, because he only have a little bit longer to go, I think a year or something like that. So that's what she's wanting for him. Meanwhile, SK is ring shopping and he wants to propose to sis. So I don't know if they on the same page, or I feel like it's really all a pretend thing, okay? Raven is very private in my opinion. She really don't say too much. You only get just enough from her. So I feel like sis is pretending like, you know, I wanted to be, but the whole time she's expecting a ring, honey. Okay, she's expecting more. She's hoping for more. That's why she's sticking around. Why else would you, after the man told you no at the altar, why would you still date him even after the case? You're wanting him to get on the same page as what you were on at that altar, and sounds like he's there. Now in the next clip, we see Nancy meet with her mama and her brother now. Okay, so apparently Nancy ain't been telling nobody that she's been meeting up with Bartise on the side, or still been talking with him. But she felt like today was the day. So she gets to telling her mama like, you know, I've been still talking with Bartise after the damn wedding. And the mama is caliente, hot, honey, baby. She's starting to fuming, and you see the damn smoke coming out, and just, ooh, you would have thought she ate a whole hot pepper child with the seasoning. She don't understand. She's confused as to why Nancy is even settling, why she's wasting her time. Like, what is the problem? Girl, if Bartise was right there in the flesh at that moment, I think she would have kind of put a pause on him. I ain't even gonna lie. You could tell she just don't like Bartise at all. So I just feel like even Nancy kind of holding on to hope, wanting something, it's just gonna be very uncomfortable at this point if they even try to work something out. That's what I would feel. I do like Nancy typically stand her ground. She say, you know, Mom, that's how you feel, but this is how I feel. I'm the one gotta feel it. I'm the one gotta go through it. I was the one at the altar. I was the one that was dating Bartise. I was the one on the show. So you don't have too much to say, okay? Mama, pump the brakes. I can understand me being your baby girl. I get it. But I'm grown and I can, you know, do for me, choose for me. The mom pretty much feels like there is no benefit in you still being friends with this guy. He told you no at the altar. That should have been that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of side with her just because the energy that Bartise gives off, I don't really like it. I just feel like he's a womanizer, and yeah, that definitely would have been left where it started. You can definitely tell that she's still holding on to what happened. She ain't letting go. She got a tight grip, honey. If holding grudges was a person, Nancy mom would definitely be that. Now, the brother didn't like what happened, but he did say that he don't have no animosity towards dude. He don't hate him. It is what it is. He do, though, along with the mom, feel like you wasting time. That's not where it should be. That's not for you. One thing that I really like that the brother said was he has enough friends. Don't sacrifice your peace or your personal life for this man. He not worth it. I think brother can sense that his sister is still head over heels for him. She's saying that she's dating, but she's really not dating. Like, she pretty much is only talking with Mr. Bartise, honey. She's meeting up with him. She's sitting on laps and all this, and they're flirting and everything. So for some reason, I'm just feeling like Nancy Pooh feel like there can be something. I think she's almost thinking that it could be probably a Raven and SK situation. It could be, you know, where it happens after the altar. Nancy gets to crying, honey, teary-eyed, and she's just like, you know, you could clearly see that she still care about him, and that she still love him, and that she's still hopeful, that she's holding on to something that clearly is not there, honey. One thing about these men, they will manipulate you into having you think that there's something when it's not. And I just feel like even from the first episode 13, season 3, he is not being clear as glass with Nancy Pooh. A man will only do what you allow him to, and he's definitely stringing her along. That's how I feel. But what you feel about it? I just feel like after seeing Bartise's energy in the last episode when he was bowling with the guys, all ties need to be cut off. He is just telling them, I got no feelings. This is just for fun, in my opinion. And then for her on the other end, sister is like, oh, this could work. Oh, Bartise, honey. Something about that mushroom cut, I guess, child. You seeing Zanab get ready for Alexa's birthday party, child. She going all out. Which I don't blame her, though, because I would. I ain't gonna lie. If I knew I was going to be running into an ex, I'd make sure I looked good. I don't like sister girl kind of still have a little few feelings left for Cole as well, because her concerns were concerns that I was not thinking that she would be concerned about. She basically was saying, you know, I'm just concerned that I may get wheeled back in. I may get pulled back into Cole. You're going to get pulled back into a guy that you said manipulated you, embarrassed you in front of the whole wide world, made you feel low, made you, your self-esteem drop down, you know, like, you're going to get wheeled back into that? Then on this episode, we see that they actually are at Alexa's party. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of looked like just a party for the people that was on Love is Blind +1. That was all that I seen in the building. What about you? Alexa comes in the lingerie. Now, honey, where were you going? Where was she going? I love her now, don't get me wrong. Girl is bodied. She's giving them body, okay? But it's Brennan's body. Oh, this is exactly what Alexa's dad is talking about. Like, Brennan, you ain't say nothing about what sister girl had on, that her underwear was out, her ass cheeks was out. Come on, you ain't have no say so about that. But it sure was giving what Alexa says goes. Because I don't know too many men that allow that girl to walk out that house looking like how the hell she was looking. She was looking good. She was looking eatable. But she was looking like she was ready for bed, honey, okay? She was looking like she was ready to get her back blown out, not go up in these streets. And then you see Matt and Colleen going back and forth about Matt being drunk. Now, honey, if you drunk off of one damn shot, honey, you just should have stayed home. Oh, she's like, you're drunk. No, I'm not. You're drunk. No, you're drunk. Constantly. That's all you ever see with them two, okay? It's really starting to get old, I ain't gonna lie. What y'all think about Matt and Colleen now? From what y'all was seeing. And it's just so catty, like two women, child. Miss Shady Boots Raven, she be throwing out little stuff on the slide. But this time she said, you know, Matt and Colleen just gives off really weird vibes. Their energy is just off. They're always arguing. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, well, damn, she took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking the same damn thing. Like, during the season before they got married, I was like, ooh, they so cute. And I wanted to work. And man, he's still handsome, child. And then now it's just like, oh, Lord, I don't even know if they should. Should they? It's all making sense as to why they are not residing together. Take notes, y'all. Take notes. Ooh, child. Now, I know we all was waiting for Cole to show up. You see, they let him show up last. But the way the mood changed when Cole entered, why they do him like that? The girls were so catty about him arriving, like Raven girl. She always extra as hell. She always got something to say. She like, well, what should I be like this? Should I come after him? Should I do this? What should I do? Not a damn thing, okay? Not a damn thing, but sit on down over there with your prince, okay? African king or whatever he is, and stay out of people's business. That's about it, child. Bartise is like, okay, I don't know what this animosity is between Brennan and you, Cole. I'm not really sure, but y'all need to squash it because it don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. Like, y'all doing some whole shit, okay? Y'all acting like some girls. And I ain't even gonna say y'all. It's really not Cole, it's Brennan. So he calls them two over to the side, and Cole is like, well, hey, Brennan, how are you? And Brennan just goes into rah, 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 like a little chihuahua child immediately. Like, well, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. You said that he was fat, which he didn't say. We saw the clip. Brennan ain't see the clip. Somebody need to roll the cameras back for Brennan, okay? Because he didn't say the girl was fat. He wasn't fat shaming her. You said that you're not attracted to her. I mean, he did say that. He did say it's not typically what he would go for in the real world. Remember they kept throwing that real shit? But what? Colleen and Matt said it too. So why that same energy is not given to them? I just don't get it. It's because Cole is Cole. I would have never thought in a million years that I would be like an advocate for Cole. Like, I'm sitting here really going hard for this man. And I just couldn't really stand how he was just being saying the things that he was saying and just... try giving that Aries energy. Like, I wouldn't have never thought I would be on this side of the bench. He started talking about, yeah, because I ain't like too that you was flirting with other women at the bar. When did you see this? Did you see this? I didn't see it. Did you? I mean, I heard about it. I heard Zanab mention it at the reunion, but we didn't see it. I gotta see it to believe it. You gotta come with receipts. I just feel like he heard all of this from Alexa. He truly has a bone to pick with Cole about that Alexa pillow talk with him about. Cole said, I feel like the only issue is because Alexa's friend was hurt, which is Zanab. That's the issue. And because Alexa has a problem with it, Brennon has a problem with it. And like I said, it's nothing wrong with backing your wife up, but in situations, especially when you're the middleman, like because you're friends with Cole and you're friends with, you know, you want to keep it level with your wife as well, it's one of those situations where you just gotta shut the hell up or don't stay the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? And only make it a point or only say something when it's addressing your wife. I just feel like the bro code is just non-existent. I don't agree with his behaviors towards Cole. I do feel like Cole was definitely wrong with a lot of shit he said in the season. Okay, he was wrong. He was wrong. And if you go back and look at some of those videos, I'm gonna link them up here. I definitely made it a point to let y'all know that I didn't like what the hell Cole was saying, but I don't like at this point the energy that Brennon is giving. It's just giving high school. I felt like when they talked, he could have at that point used that time to say, you know, Cole, I really didn't have a problem with you. It was just some of the things that you did, you know, and then me and my wife talked about it, and I kind of understood where she was coming from, and, you know, it kind of just put a little sour taste in my mouth. But I don't have anything against you, you know, but you know, you were a little wrong, I ain't gonna lie, but it ain't nothing, you know. And they ain't gotta be homeboys, they ain't gotta roll out together, they ain't gotta slide in them streets or whatever, but it could have been easily dropped right at that moment. And Brennon still wanted to hold on to that pressure. If he only had this same type of energy about him wearing the pants and not the panties, if he only had that same energy, and it's almost like he better have that energy because Alexa may kick his ass. Like, that's what it's giving. Now, I really sympathize with Cole. He was like, it's just not cool. And he's basically giving me reasons why he don't like me, which is accusations that we clearly saw with footage that I didn't say. And then he's like, and it was never nothing until Alexa made it a problem. So it's almost like Alexa told him, like, look, if you don't have a problem with Cole like I have a problem with Cole, then we gonna have a problem with each other. I completely agree with Cole, but let me know what you think about that, because honey, it's just giving too much at this point. Now, did y'all see how the hell Zanab was staring at Cole? Honey, she wanted his ass to come over there so bad. Honey, I think she expected him to have came over and spoke to her first or right away. Okay, now you seen Colleen. Oh, hey, how you doing, Cole? You looking good. Gave him a little hug and everything, child. He even spoke with Raven, and even Raven seemed a little more calmer than what she normally is when she's speaking with Zanab. But he didn't say nothing to Zanab for a little bit. I guess he said, let me work up a nerve, okay? And she's like, well, if he wants to talk to me, he's got to come up to me. I won't be coming up to him. That's for sure. All over again, I started feeling like, oh, now I see Alexis, when she went out there and gave the speech, she was doing a little crying, honey, the blow, all of this, it's just adding up. It's just, but as I'm adding it up, it's just adding and equaling up to pregnancy. I know I can't be the only one. I didn't see her take no shots either. Now, I seen her holding that little gold cup, but mind you, the cup, you can't see in it. So the whole time, she could have been drinking water. But I do think I'm not gonna take it away that Alexa and Brennon is still a very cute couple, and I'm still rooting for them. And I do feel like it probably could work. Nancy is just not reading between the lines, child. She is not reading between. She was just like, come on, Bartise, come on, follow me. Mind you, to me, he was minding his own business the whole night. He wasn't even really. He spoke to her and he said a little few things. I don't even remember him even complimenting on how she looked. I guess he didn't think she looked too good. I don't know. But all that coming and pulling him to the side and all that, yeah, you're doing a little bit too much. I just feel like Mr. Bartise is just so very good with his words. He's such a manipulator. He has to have a job in something that's with speaking, because the way he know how to finesse his words, and probably get her girl panties moist, okay? He damn sure gets Nancy's on all the time. At this point, she shouldn't even wear them or have a spell in that little bag she carries. But did you notice though, the same energy that he had at the bowling alley with them guys, he did not have while he was sitting down talking with Nancy. Nancy goes over with him, you know, hey, I finally spoke with my family. You know, at first I didn't tell them that we were hanging out, but I finally did tell them. And they kind of are just not with it. They're not for it. They're saying, why should you even be friends with him? What are you getting out of it? And he's like, well, why does she what is she like? He got so defensive. You could tell he did not like it, honey. And then he had the nerve to give her an ultimatum. So is we friends or is we not? Because I need to know, honey. I was pleasantly surprised when Miss Nancy said, no, I don't want to be your friend. I'm so good. I was like, ooh, okay, Nancy, girl, you show his ass. I just knew that Nancy was just going to just not take into consideration what her family said. I just knew she was going to continue this whole shenanigans, honey, this whole merry-go-round circle thing that she had going on. But lo and behold, Miss Nancy grew some big coolness, honey, and she said, yeah, no, thank you. On to the next. And you could tell Bart was very, very offended. See, he ain't used to getting turned down. You can tell. Remember now that energy he gave about when he was liking Raven now. Remember? Those two, we're the type that we just go out and we just attract people and blah, 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 blah. So, you know, he's just expecting nobody to ever turn him down. Just very much Puff Daddy energy, honey. He's just telling her, oh, don't listen to them. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, it's us. It's us in this. Don't worry about them. Just still trying to string her along. But whole time, though, he telling the homeboys, oh, I don't have no feelings for her. And she gets it. I ain't got to say it. She knew it because I told her at the altar. Honey, make it make sense. The energies is not matching. And I'm just glad, honey. I'm just glad that sister girl said, okay, yeah, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Honey, the anticipation for the Zanab and Cole conversation. I know I was not the only one who was really looking forward to seeing what the hell they was gonna say to each other, because honey, they had some unfinished business. Well, maybe not, but they did on Cole's behalf because he really felt blindsided. Cole says, hey Zanab, he finally works up enough nerve to be like, how you doing? He was there probably, 30 minutes to 45 probably, I don't know, but he was there for some time, but he finally got around to speaking to Zanab. He goes over to the side, they start talking. And so Cole just dives right into it. He's just like, it was very contradicting. I really believed that we were still going to be dating. And she's like, what? You thought that we were still going to how did you think that? And he's like, because we talked about it. What you mean? She starts talking down on him again, child. She gets back into that whole energy that she was in for the reunion. So she was like, I didn't ever said that you were a bad person. I just said that you weren't a good person for me. And that you treated me horribly and you did me like that. I said that you would be wonderful, just not wonderful towards me, but you'll be wonderful for somebody else. If this girl was not gaslighting this man, I mean, you're a good person, but you were just horrible to me. Like, at this point, I'm over Zanab. Cole said, well, from what I remember, you said that you didn't want no drama at the wedding, but yet you bring the whole drama, honey, all of it. The D, the R, the A, the M, and the A, honey. You left no crumbs behind. She was like, how? How did I bring? What did you think he's like, well, I thought you would have, it's okay to say no, but the way you did it is always about not what you say, it's how you say it. But in this case, I guess it's what you said and how you said it, child, and where you said it at, honey. She didn't give a damn it was who was there, okay? The whole audience. And then on top of that, she had the nerve to have her little minions clapping, honey, standing ovation. Oh, was just like, I really felt blindsided. I didn't understand. I didn't know where that came from. And even if you said no, I just didn't think that you would go out like with a bang like that. I think that's what he had a problem with. She goes to saying, when he makes a comment about, I thought we were still going to be dating, she's like, really? You thought we were still going to be dating? Cole, you didn't like me enough to continue to date me. And I get that. I'm not going to lie, because some of the things that Cole said about being attractive to her, and kind of like he just settled because the people matched him with her, or they matched in the, now I'm getting it mixed up with Married at First Sight, child. Meshed in the pods. I felt that. I got it completely on where she was coming from about why would I continue to be with somebody who said that I'm not even what they normally would even date in the first place. Like, that's almost like a person saying I'm not into dark-skinned girls, and then I continue to date him.